Welcome to Orange Technical College Mid-Florida Campus Career Services. Today, tips from the pros. We wanted to offer what we believe to be some useful information while we are required to shelter in place at home. Today, our pro is Mr. Ross Usie of our Digital Media Multimedia Design Program. And welcome, Mr. Usie, and thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Mr. Lovett, thanks for having me. I'm really happy and glad that you got my last name correct, so that's good.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask right off the bat, first, for the benefit of those who don't know, tell us what digital media, multimedia design is, does, or look like.
So I guess the simple answer to that is we are graphic designers. So we deal with technology, whether it's a Mac or PC. We have drawing tablets. We use laptops. We can use iPads. We use different technologies to kind of improve our design or improve our industry to create graphics for whether it's a client or a customer, or like a mom and pop shop, or it could even be for a professional design firm. So we're basically kind of graphic designers by trade, but we dive a little bit deeper into our program. We do video, we do web design, and we get into, not only the 2D graphics, like on the digital aspect of it, but with a lot of the equipment we have in our room, readily accessible in our classrooms, we can print large format printing. We can print on direct to garments. So like if we wanted to print a t-shirt, or we even have embroidery. So this logo right here was done and created inside of our classroom by one of our students. They mounted it, they put it into the system. So it's really cool to see them design things on the computer and then see it being produced into a 3D form. So that's kind of what our program DMMD, or Digital Media Multimedia Design, is.
Okay, great, great, thank you, great description. Okay, our first real question then is, what are some basic skills needed for anyone interested in becoming a part of this industry, and how does your program prepare them for it? In fact, you probably just answered the second part of that question. So anybody interested in becoming a part of this industry, what basic skills might they need?
I would certainly say they need to have the drive to create. It is a creative field. You need to be able to see good design and be able to kind of replicate it. You can be creative and kind of come up with your own designs is always good too, but being self-motivated is also really important in our field, especially now. You have to be self-motivated to be able to, create multiple ideas or concepts of one little design. So it's important for them to have that particular skill. And I love the word skill because it is something that can be learned. It's not a talent that you were just born with. It's a skill that can be learned. So the students come to this class hoping to increase the importance or increase their knowledge of the skill that they have coming into it, which might be, hey, I can draw really well, or I'm really good with video, or I love photography. So we try to take all of those skills that the students have and just kind of help kind of increase those skills to get ready for a career or the industry.
Okay, great. Okay, then our second question is, considering our present times, what kinds of employment opportunities might be available to people with these skills?
So right now, what you're seeing is a lot of, maybe, let's say, restaurants. They are trying to still do takeout. Every single one of those restaurants needs a giant sign or a giant poster outside of their store saying, hey, we deliver. Hey, we do drive up, curbside service. So it's having those signs being able to be produced within an hour and printed within 30 minutes That way these, mom and pop shops in downtown Winter Garden or off of Oak Ridge, they can have these signs ready to go and say, hey, we are still operating, but I don't have a in-house graphic designer. Can you help me with this? So freelance designers are really taking off right now because they can stay at home and still do work. So I think right now the signage industry is probably pretty booming.
Okay, okay, great then. One last thing. Any do's and don'ts for anybody who's a part of this industry? We've got about another minute here. So any
Yeah.
do's or don'ts for anybody that's a part of this industry, working on their own or working for a company, what would you say to them?
I would say do network. Networking is a huge part of our industry. It's just getting to the next job or getting another client or getting another customer, getting your name out, especially if you're a freelance designer. Doing it from home is a great option. You can just email a bunch of people. It's not that difficult to kind of cold call people right now. People are still working and still interested in jobs. They know this is going to end. So they're going to want to have that communication with you starting now. So networking is a big do. The don't, I would say, is probably don't just limit yourself to one area of expertise. Like, don't just be really good at illustration. Kind of branch off and be good at advertisement as well, more for the corporate world. So don't just limit yourself to one niche. Kind of broaden yourselves out a little bit.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And I just want to say to anybody listening, if you are interested in more information about this program, simply go to orangetechcollege.net. That's orangetechcollege.net. Locate and click on admissions near the top. Scroll down to request information, then complete the form that pops up. Again, please adhere to the CDC recommendations about staying at home or at least social distancing and disinfecting surfaces to prevent the spread of this virus. I'm Tom Lovett. Thank you for joining us. And I hope you have a great and a safe day and week and the rest of your life. Thank you.